For now, though, let us go back to, Rainbow Butterfly Woods. We need to find a floor that will have the flowers. So we need to find a Hamara and get their, sundrops. I think you can find them on the very first floor. If not, it's definitely within the first few floors. Oh, would you look at that? It's raining. It's a gloomy, gloomy day in the forest. I might as well also take the treasures. Remember when I mentioned that the skeletons could reanimate themselves? That was a very good example of it. I'm surprised that they didn't the first time I came through here, because they would do it non-stop, and it was obnoxious. Now, while you can transform into the monsters, and it's mandatory for this quest, you can actually also attack as the monster. Meaning that there are other monsters you could essentially transform into. I know one of them is a dragon. And arguably the dragons are the best one for our characters to evolve into, which I'm not surprised. The only problem is that they can be an absolute pain in the royal butt to build, because they take so much experience points. But they're arguably the best monster to max out. And I think that would be the best idea, because I do know there are some floors with medals that require you to turn into a monster and defeat the enemies being the monster. The way I'm feeling right now is that I think both characters are feeling good. They're not weak, but they're not the strongest either, which is fine. You can only level up so far before you find yourself being blocked by the amount of experience points that you get. And obviously, the stronger the enemy, the more experience points. And you can try. I'm sure there are people who will farm all the way to the max level without ever needing to go further. But I am not one of those people, and I think you're crazy. So this is what it's like to be a Hamara. Hello, fellow Hamara.
A lot of sundrops lately. Got some they're coming out my ears. Take some from me, would ya? Here.
Well, that was quick. Normally, you would have to talk to a couple of monsters before they'd be like, oh, well, here. I know, I just committed murder. He just helped me. I'm like, well, let me help you with that. I'm primarily using her armlet right now because it's the weakest one she has. And it's a bandit weapon. So it has a chance to steal items off of my enemy, which is cool. That was a double kill. Awesome. I could obviously go and end this level now if I wanted. I have the fairy saw, but no matter how small, the EXP is worth it. Not to mention the items that you get here, you can either use or sell, so it's kind of still worth it to go through the level. But right after we go through this level, we are going to go straight to the boss. I know I don't often say it enough in my videos, but I should take the time to say this because it would be very helpful for me if you guys actually do this. But do remember to hit like and comment. Your support really does mean the world to me, and it lets me know that I'm not wasting effort, that people are actually watching my videos, they're enjoying them. And not to mention, the feedback will let me know what I am doing right and what I'm not doing. I did that wrong. And it will let me know what I'm doing right and what I'm not doing right. And I would really appreciate it. So remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Now it's time to face the boss. Obviously, there are still some people I could recruit, but I'm gonna wait. Isn't this place so pretty? Alright, now the first thing that we need to do is put the Lafrecia seed in. Well, that's fast acting. But we're not done just yet. Now, we need the sundrop that our friend had given us. And as Jarek said, this will make the flower bloom really big and very quickly. That is a mighty big flower.
Is this a flower? It's huge.
Wait till you see the monster!
It's a Lafrecia.
And before we go up there, though, we need to get another missable photo. The stem. Or actually, I don't think it is missable, but let's go.
What do you think these are?
Are you gonna touch it? Ew, don't do that.
Oh, you're such a girl, Monica.
It's fine, I'm sure.
Going up.
These petals are huge. Actually, they're kind of gross.
Yeah, it is an ugly flower, isn't it? Ooh, what a pretty monster!
That's the rainbow butterfly.
It's coming!
It's pretty!
Out of the blue? What'd we ever do?
He did say the monster's not meant to be aggressive, right? Where are you? If I remember correctly, we hit these first, and then we deal with the butterfly afterwards. The butterfly is separated into 7 butterflies. Now you can get them one by one. Yeah, before we do that, obviously you would start with the red and then go on, but butterflies are sensitive to sound and movement. If you don't sneak up quietly, they'll escape. Quietly now, because apparently this butterfly doesn't like sound. You have to defeat them in a certain order. Think about rainbows. Yeah, well, there's a reason why I did that. And it's because of this. There we go. We needed that. The rainbow butterfly reunites. Because that is a missable scoop. Okay, now that we have done that, let's actually finish this boss fight. One by one, we're gonna go in a giant circle. The only part about this that's gonna be really hard is having to sneak up on each individual butterfly. I wonder why this makes it separate into all these different butterflies, though. I see the orange, there's the red. Where are you going, friend? Wait, did I not hit it? Okay, that's one. Two. Three. This almost feels wrong, to be honest. 4. 5. Oh, nope. Did I get it? I guess I got it. And this is the last one. 7. I don't know. I think that might have been it. This fight is deceptively easy. Wait a minute. It's Holly!
So you're the ones that stopped me. Thank you.
You're pretty.
Are you the one that they call Holly? That's right. Holly is the name I went by as a human living among the little folk. So that means your real form is the rainbow butterfly? Why did you appear to the Furbits in human form? Well, you see, I wanted to thank them. Thank them for what? Originally, I too was a tiny butterfly. Once, when I still wasn't used to flying through the forest, I got caught in a huge spider web. I couldn't get out of the web no matter how much I struggled. So I just took a deep breath and resigned myself to my fate. Just at that moment, some Furbit folks came by and released me from the web. I was free. I flapped my wings with all my might and returned to the sky. They were waving as I flew off. They had saved my life, you see. My 7 saviors. The years passed. I grew and matured as a rainbow butterfly. As a monster too, I found myself with plenty of magic powers. I used my powers of transformation to assume human form and approach them. I had wanted to give them something as a sign of my gratitude. But while I was living among them, I realized that the time I spent with them was more precious than anything. Before I knew it, I found myself wanting to spend the rest of my life as a human. Then why'd you disappear? The Furbits really miss you. Oh, that. There was sort of, an accident.
An accident?
A great, dark force from somewhere began to affect me. I was a monster after all. And so this force awakened the powers of my original self buried deep within. I came to realize that I could never suppress the dark stirrings in my heart. There was nothing I could do but quietly leave their company. I've been hiding out in these woods, doing all I can to gain control of myself again. But the dark force got the best of me, and I was just a mindless monster when I attacked you.
So that's what happened, huh?
I can't go back to my old friends anymore. Would you please give them this letter?
Okay, I'll be sure to give it to them.
That's kind of sad. That's really sad.
Perhaps the dark force that controlled me is what you'll be fighting from here on. It's an incredibly fearsome power. You must not lose against it. Please, win back our world. Well, I should be on my way.
That really sucks.
Let's try to get to Jurak.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the boss fight. Really simple, huh? Yeah, there's not much to it. You're not there to kill the butterfly. You're there to essentially help it regain its mind. But that really does suck. Holly had to leave her friends because she felt like she'd become a danger to them. So, in order to stave that off, she decided it was time to leave. I don't know that if you beat the game, I do not know if she returns to them. I want to think she does. But unfortunately, the game doesn't say, so this is what happened after you saved the world, or whatever. There's been a change in the future. I know I would be sad if I were forced to have to leave my friends, all because my original self is that of a monster and is going to be influenced by a darker force. Good.
I remember about Griffon.
You already said that, my friend.
You do? Tell us about him.
Griffon does not exist in our time.
Do you mean in the future, or do you mean otherwise?
He shows up just a little in the memories of our distant ancestors. Seems he likes flowers.
Imagine that, a bad guy that loves flowers.
Huh? Flowers?
That's what I remember anyway. I don't quite know the details. But Griffon was around in ancient times.
So, how exactly is he influencing not only Monica's world, but ours too, then? I mean, or rather, time points. I mean, this is essentially still the same time and all. World, not time, but different points of time.
He is sending some strong otherworldly powers into the present.
But how?
He's controlling a lot of things.
So Griffon is controlling the monsters in this era from ancient times. which means his world is that of the distant past.
Even more than yours, I see.
That's right. So, Jurak, how far back in the past is Griffon?
1,000 years? Jarak? Jarak?
I'm not really sure.
Ugh.
You might want to ask Crest for the details.
Crest?
Crest?
Crest, the great sage, the greatest and wisest sage of all in my era.
Why didn't you go to them originally?
With the moon crystal, he can use vast astrological powers. He can see everything that happens in the world.
So then why on earth didn't you go there before you came to Jurak?
Well, let's go and see him.
Yes, good idea. But it's not that easy.
Huh?
Crest's origin point has been erased too.
I was about to say,
That's not a problem.
just redo what we did here to wherever Crest originated from.
We have the Carpenterian, right? Let's just revive Crest's origin point as well.
Yes, exactly. Crest's origin point is the holy ground of Balance Valley. In the future, a great temple will be built there. That's where all the sages will gather.
Cool.
So that's where Crest will be. Let's get going.
Thanks, Jurak! Oh, time to give them the letter.
Hello, everyone. How are you? This is Holly. I'm sorry to have left you so suddenly. But I have reasons that prevent me from staying with all of you. You might already have an idea of what those reasons are. But for me, the time we spent together was truly wonderful.
Holly!
Farewell, everyone. Stay happy and healthy. You will always be my one and only family.
On the bright side, she's alive? I mean, it sucks, but she's alive!
Holly, how could you? How foolish of you. Human or butterfly, it doesn't matter. Holly's just Holly to us.
So you knew then?
You knew?
Of course I knew. I could tell she wasn't human just by her scent. But if Holly chose to approach us as a human, that was perfectly fine too. We don't care so much for outer appearances anyway. By the way, Monica,
What?
we want to go with you two on your journey. What do you think?
That'd be great!
Really? You want to? Of course. With your help, we'll be able to put the world back to normal in no time.
Or
And
make
so,
it better.
Our adventures in the forest came to an end. Holly, the mysterious woman who got lost in the forest, wasn't you, Mother. But for some reason, I wasn't surprised. I always felt you'd be at the end of this journey. Just about then, Borneo and the others finished clearing the rock from the tracks so the train could move on again.
Awesome.
We set our sights on Balance Valley.
Well, that's all good and all, but I'm gonna have to end it there for now. As much as I would love to continue going forward because I love this game, I have to end it here for a little bit because I do want to record something else, and it's already midway through the weekend, and these videos take a lot longer than I expected to edit. Which isn't bad or anything, I enjoy it. Now, I'm not sure if I'll continue streaming this on my own time, or if I'll continue to stream it. But I do kind of want to complete this game. I know I said that about a few others, but this one just, it holds a special place. And even if it takes a while, if I have to take it on hiatus or anything, I still want to complete it. I have so many games I want to do. So many games that I have played, that I have loved to high heaven and above. And I can't wait to show that all to all of you. So, as I said before, thank you all for watching. Thank you for any comments and any new subscriptions. Honestly, it means the world to me. If you haven't done any of that, please remember to subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think about the series. Let me know what your experiences were with the game. What you'd like to see, what your predictions are. I don't mind. Say whatever you like in the comment. Just remember to be PG-13, guys. Until then, I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye!